want me to sing? Nah.
Yes. Here and loading. Spenser, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Staying dry. I was gonna ask you. You know, Andrew's not in studio again. Are you just so LA now? The rain just scares you. You just stay inside.
Yes, exactly. When it rains in LA, you do not drive. Because if you do drive, somebody's going to hit you because nobody understands how to drive in rainy weather. And there's so many cars on the road that it's really slick from all that oil. So it can be a very dangerous, scary place out there. Lots of hydroplaning. My friend's wife just hydroplaned like 2 weeks ago, completely totaled her car. Sad. Real bad. Sad.
I saw that.
I know. Scary. It's scary, Spencer.
So you're nestled in a secret location again.
I'm in my secret location. I'm nestled in. I have 3 blankets around me, and I got 2 dogs that are so fucking annoying. They don't shut up. They don't leave me alone for 2 seconds so I can talk to the people out there who want to understand about who we bet on this weekend for football, what's going to happen, what's going down.
Before we head into the picks, there's been a ludicrous, fantastic amount of moves in this last week.
What are you talking about, Spencer? What you talking about?
First and foremost, the Los Angeles Chargers. That's a thing now.
That's a thing, and that logo is such an atrocity. Biggest, saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. How dare you come over here and take the Dodgers logo and add an electric flash bolt to it? That is just so sad.
It looked like Harry Potter's tattoo.
Dude, yes, it does. It looks like his tattoo across his forehead. It's just so horrible. What the hell?
They already came out and said it's for their move purposes only. That's not their logo. I think really they just realized how fucking terrible it is.
Oh my God, no, that was their total logo, and now they're trying to backtrack because they just got ripped today. They got reamed.
It was the saddest press conference to see an owner be like, I don't want to move, and none of the owners really want him to, but he kind of felt like he had to. And the Raiders are still the most popular team in LA. I understand why they're not here. They're not giving everyone a free stadium. Mark Davis just isn't rolling in the dough that Kroenke and those other guys are. But it's sad because San Diego's a great Super Bowl city, and I wish they would have stayed. But
and I wish they would have stayed too. And San Diego's they want a team. They're gonna have a team again. And this is Spencer, we're gonna get rid of both these teams in like 12 years. They're gonna move away. The Rams and San Diego. I swear to God, in 12 years we're gonna be back where we were with no football team. Nobody gives a fuck. They're not exciting. I tried to love them. I tried to get on their bandwagon. The Rams just made me so sad to watch. Just couldn't do it.
I think the Chargers could work.
The Chargers might work, but aren't they playing? And where are they playing next year? In a stadium that only holds 28,000 people?
See, that's what I was excited about.
You want that small, intimate atmosphere?
Yeah, those seats, if you look at the stadium online, they're really close to the field. I think it might be badass.
Who plays in the stadium right now?
The LA Galaxy.
Oh, it's the Galaxy place?
Yeah.
I've actually been there, and it is very intimate and pretty cool.
So you'll really get to feel Joey Barossa and the ghost of Lene Kukua.
Oh, my God.
The Chargers better not bring her or Manti Te'o along with them. Just leave them in San Diego. We don't need that curse in L.A.
We don't need it at all. We already have too many of both of those things. Leave Manti Te'o. Trade him away. Keep him in San Diego. Tell him not to come up that 5. You stay down there.
Yeah. Now, I know there's only like 7 fans in LA of the Chargers, but because they're more interesting and could be better right away, maybe they'll grab a little foothold. What I did read that was interesting, 25% of Chargers season ticket holders live in Orange County.
What?
So, all right.
That's not bad. That's right. That's right there.
What's really confusing to me now is by 2018, LA will have 2 sports teams in every major sport. 2 MLS, 2 MLB, 2 NBA, and 2 NFL.
I mean, you consider Anaheim and LA to be the same, though? They're not the same.
Yeah. They were the Los Angeles Angels for a long time.
I know, but they're still in Anaheim.
Yeah, but Anaheim's considered LA.
Doesn't make any sense. It's totally not. It's
not, but it's considered it. Is Carson considered LA? They were going to move there.
I do not consider either one of those LA because they're not. I got to drive through LA and then go another 40 minutes before I get to Anaheim. That does not sound like LA.
Well, Arlington isn't Dallas either, my friend.
You're very correct.
And Santa Clara is not San Francisco. So this is sports.
Fuck that. So dumb.
But yeah,
get your shit together.
There's an expansion MLS team, the Los Angeles Soccer Club. And they
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They have sick logos and uniforms.
I love their uniforms.
I'm on board. Love them.
That might be my second favorite sport, maybe, if they can work it up.
Yeah, I hate the sport, but, good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah, some other news. The 49ers are now the only team in the NFL without a coach. I think it's a bold strategy. I like where they're headed.
They're not going to have a coach this year, and it's going to be different guys they bring in weekly. And the other teams are going to be so confused because they're not going to have any kind of conformity or unity, and they'll win games based on their randomness. And each week, a different coach will coach the game.
It's fucking brilliant.
It actually fucking is really smart. Because you'll have no idea how to stop these guys because there's going to be no rhyme or reason to anything that they're doing. One week, they're going to throw it so many times, 60 times. The other week, they're going to run it every time. Some weeks, there'll be a perfect balance. Some weeks, there'll be no balance. They might punt it on second down just to get in your head.
Just to get in your head.
You're like, what the hell?
The Chargers hired Anthony Lynn, the offensive coordinator from the Bills. The Broncos.
Oh, he's the Chargers guy?
Yeah, they just announced that a little bit ago. That was really under the radar. Hey, we're moving to LA. By the way, we hired Anthony Lynn.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know the Broncos hired the guy from the defensive coordinator from who?
Miami.
From Miami, yeah. That kind of shocked me a little bit. Did that guy do that good of a job? I heard the only reason he was up for it when Kubiak got selected, so I guess he already had a little favor. But it's like, was Miami's defense that fucking sweet?
No, but maybe he's got other things. I don't know. I was shocked it wasn't Kyle Shanahan, but here we are.
Nobody wanted Kyle Shanahan. Except the 49ers.
I know. Now we got the pick between Shanahan and McDaniels.
Now you got the pick. You got who you want. You're going to wait for one of them to lose, and you're going to jump on them so fast and you're going to say, give me that coach. I want that offensive coordinator. They do fun things, exciting things that real NFL coaches are supposed to do. They get you in a winning environment. That's what you want. That's what you need.
That's what we got. Who else do we have? Doug Marrone.
We got Doug Marrone got hired by the
Jaguars.
Jaguars. I like it.
It kind of sounds like Tom Coughlin's the head coach without actually being the head coach.
I know. He's the vice president?
Yeah. And he's in charge of all the operations, and pretty sure he's the one that let Marrone stay.
He's like, listen, this is how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I am going to be in charge of everything, and you're going to be my little puppet. And that's how it's going to work. And he's like, does that sound good to you? He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, excellent. You're head coach and only the name. Boom, baby.
And then the Rams hired the youngest coach in NFL history, Sean McVay.
What do you know about this guy?
Not a damn thing.
Why don't any of us know anything about this guy? That seems a little odd to me. What are they doing? What do they know? They think that because they're in LA, they need to get a younger guy, some guy that can appeal to the masses, to the teens, to the early 20s. That's what they're trying to do? Fuck that.
They wanted I know they wanted an offensive guy. Other than that, I guess he's the young hot guy. I think they really missed their opportunity on Jim Bob Cooter, but
oh my God, how do you just pass up Cooter like he's nothing? Like he's been nothing to you. He is the answer. You got a young quarterback sitting there looking for some guidance, and you have a quarterback whisperer hanging out with fucking Caldwell in Detroit, who's already worked magical miracles. And you're not going to get his butt over here for an interview, talk to him, and see if he can't just relate to golf a little bit? Spence?
Yeah. Who did the Bills hire?
No idea. Totally don't know.
Sean McDermott?
Wait, I thought we just said that.
No, that was Sean McVay.
Oh, my God. Too many Seans.
Yeah, too many people.
Yeah, you hear that?
Tom agrees.
Too many guys. We don't like that. We don't like these guys. Their names are Sean. Tom definitely does not like Sean people. Also, listeners out there, if you have a Shih Tzu, Get the teddy bear haircut when you get him groomed. It looks fantastic. Don't cut yourself short. Cut the dog short. Boom.
Can't wait to see him. I had to ask you because I had a few people ask me how you. They said you sounded sick on the last podcast. You doing all right?
I think the last podcast I was feeling a little sick. Yeah, that seems about right. I think I was hurting. I think I was hurting from Vegas.
Just recovering.
Right now, yeah, I think I was recovering. And also, right now I'm feeling good, but I also feel the beginning stages of this cold that seems to be sweeping the nation. I'm feeling a little congested, but I still feel good inside. I don't feel bad. It's kind of freaking me out because if it messes up my Sunday fun day when my Cowboys game's on, I'm going to be so pissed, and where it's going to be hell to pay.
Well, let's get to that. We got the divisional round.
Doggies, you ready for this shit, boys?
We got the divisional round of the playoffs, all the top seeds, and we're kicking off with the Falcons and the Seahawks. It opened up as a 3.5-point spread, and now it's up to 5, and I hear a lot of Seahawks chatter. A lot of guys are taking the Seahawks not only to cover, to win outright.
Wow, moneyline dogs, huh?
Yep.
So what do we know about the Seahawks, Spence? We know that they love this position. They love the playoffs. They're playoff bound every year. They think they're hot shit. Everybody loves their coach. They love playing for him. He's a cool guy. He's fun. He makes us laugh. He's got testes because he likes to go for things. He's got his own way about it. They still got the Legion of Boom, even though they're getting older. They're getting more antique. They are just old fine china back there, slowly breaking down like Earl Thomas did. We know that they still got the pass rush. We know that Cliff Averill is a monster, and Bennett is there. He's a little bit banged up, but he's getting healthy, and they'll come after Matty Ice. But what do we know about Matty Ice? My friend, listener to the show.
Our dear friend, Matty Ice.
Our dear friend, Matty Ice. He is on a conquest of revenge. People have made him upset. They have betrayed him. They have thrown his name and drug it through the dirt and the fire and the mud and the mire. He is out. He's going to throw so many touchdowns, he says, against this Legion of Boom. He's like, this is a Legion of Bust. They're not going to be able to control this arm or me throwing it to anybody that I want to. He's like, we're going to try to stop my running backs. I got 2 of them. 2 of them, one of them is going to murder you. Coleman. He's going to catch so many passes out of the backfield. He might even throw a flea flicker, turn into a Hail Mary. He's got weapons, Spence, and he's angry. I just feel like he's going to be slicing and dicing. So I'm going to take those Atlanta Falcons -4.5 or -5. Is that what you said now it is? Ooh,
-5. I like him on the money line. I'm a little bit.
I like them on the money line too.
Seahawks run D is fantastic, so that'll hurt the Atlanta's offense a little bit. But I went back and watched the game. Atlanta, it wasn't as close as the final score. Seahawks missed a few opportunities, but Atlanta was still carving them up, and that was when Earl Thomas plays. And if you know anything about that defense, that cover 1, that cover 3, Earl's got to be the Ed Reed back there, and he is the man. And I just think they're going to find holes in the seam, holes in the middle. I don't think any man on earth can cover Julio Jones.
Not a single one, unless his name is dun, 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 dun. What is it, Spencer?
Don't say Morris Claiborne.
Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown. Okay. I hope we get to test that next week.
Oh, my God, we will.
But sticking to this game, I want to see a lot of Tevin Coleman action.
Me too. I want to see lots of Tevin Coleman. He's going to, as a receiver, he's going to go crazy. I know he is.
Now, the Atlanta D is not the best. Be honest. It isn't the best, but they have some athletic studs up front, and I think they can keep Russell Wilson from scrambling around and making huge plays. There's no Tyler Lockett, which is huge for Seattle actually in the playoffs. He's a beast. But this week, everyone talking about Thomas Rawls, and they did this and that against the Lions. Their run game's back. Rawls is going to go for 150, 200.
No, it's not at all. You want to know why? My man. And second favorite friend of the show, Vic Beasley. 15-sack monster. Didn't get a sack in the first 3 games. He's going to be flying around. He's so pumped. Not only that, his Clemson Tigers just won the national championship. He's channeling all of that energy. He's literally channeling the Clemson team into this game, and they're all going to be there watching him, supporting him, loving him. He's going to have the national championship Clemson Tigers riding with him in the wave. He's going to be making so many sacks. Russell Wilson is going to be having nightmares of Vic Beasley for at least the next 30 years.
30 years. It could be the last game in the Georgia Dome and Ludacris performing at halftime. They're going to be amped up. Dirty South.
Oh, my God. They got Ludacris to perform at halftime?
Yes.
There's no way this team is losing this game.
Absolutely not. Dirty South. They're going to take a Dirty South shit on the Seahawks.
Dude, that is going to be the most Dirty Bird stadium this Saturday that I've ever seen in my life.
I wouldn't be shocked if Michael Vick shows up.
Michael Vick is totally shown up. He's going to be there, and everybody's going to love him.
I think they're going to beat him, and they're going to beat him handily, and I like Atlanta money line, and this is a team I have usually hated. They have a tendency to fuck people in the playoffs, but this is Matt Ryan's one playoff win was against the Seahawks, and he's going to do it. He is going to do it because of all the shit we talked earlier in the year on him.
It's so true. I swear to God, he's going to do it. He told us that last night when we were having a little conversation with him. Remember that? He was amped up. He was so amped up.
I do. I fondly remember our conversation with Matthew.
He also hates it when you call him Matthew. You know that. Matty Ice is what he prefers.
I had to get him riled up.
Okay.
The match roll.
Never do it again.
Now to the best game of the weekend. The Texans getting a meager 15.5 points in New England against the Patriots, who are not accustomed to being in this position in the playoffs. I think it could be tough for them.
Yeah, they literally have no idea. This one of the few times they have been in this position. They just haven't been able to capitalize in the last, 18 years. It seems like, unfortunately, for these guys, this might be the year they break it. They get over the hump. We'll see on Saturday. I honestly think, the spread being as close as it is, I think they're going to do it. I think that they make the necessary points to beat that spread. I just feel so confident this year in Belichick's game planning / scheming that he's going to do exactly what he needs to do to confuse Brock Osweiler into a 5-interception performance. I think we both know that the Texans do not have the offensive calling capabilities to kind of strike first in this game like they should do. And instead, they'll get a 3-0 lead, treat it like it's a 50-0 lead, and very quickly they're going to find themselves in a Tom Brady hole. I'm pretty sure they're going to be down 21-3 by the middle of the second quarter, maybe the end of the first. And from there, it gets even worse, progressively worse. I think it's going to be a 42-10 game. And it's a statement game. Bill Belichick's going to be so pissed at Bill O'Brien. He's going to be like, you think you can leave? You want Garoppolo? You got nobody. I trained you better than this. I trained you better, making me look
I was
bad.
trying to think of ways the Texans would win this game. I was like, if they come out and hit a few deep to Will Fuller early, and then so that's one point. Counterpoint, Brock Osweiler is not hitting any balls deep at this time.
0 balls.
1 point, maybe Jadeveon Clowney injures Tom Brady. Counterpoint, Jimmy Garoppolo still beats the fucking Texans. I don't think there's been 5 teams in the playoffs favored by 13 or more I saw. 4 of them have won and covered.
Damn, that is kind of startling, but that's not the Houston Texans.
No. I mean, of the favorites of 13 or more.
Oh, of the favorites.
Yes.
Of the favorites.
And I think the play here is just buy the Patriots down to 14 or don't. I think they're going to cover. There's just the whole.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I would buy the points. I would totally buy the points. Buy it down to 13. Just make it 13. Buy it down. 100 on it. I think that's the play. I fucking think they're going to cover 16. I think they outscore them by 20 points. But
the Texans are 0-4 in Foxborough with a score of 150-49. This is a bad place ever since they wore those stupid Letterman jackets.
Yeah, but at least they have Clowney. I do think Clowney has one pick for a touchdown. That's the only point that they get, and he also is going to hurt Tom Brady, unfortunately, for the Patriots. I'm so sorry.
I don't think any of that's happening.
Touche.
All right, let's move on to some fun games to talk about. Sunday Fun Day. These are two phenomenal NFL playoff matchups. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 1.5 traveling to KC. Earlier in the year, Pittsburgh pissed all over their face, beat the shit out of them, left them bloodied and wounded. And the Chiefs since then went 10-2. Maybe they're angry.
So they have to be angry. That was an embarrassment.
Was an embarrassment. That was pre-Tyreek Hill.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to go that you said the weather is going to be 100% precipitation, 33 degrees,
38.
Rain.
If it snows, that's fine for both teams. If it's raining and cold, passing games are going to be god awful.
Yeah, passing games are going to be god awful. This is a hard one. At first, I initially felt Kansas City is like it's in Kansas City, Arrowhead, the fans, they're going to be barbecue. It's football weather. They're going to be so pumped. I feel like they always get to this position. We know the stats about Andy Reid in the regular season and the playoffs. When he gets a bye week, he's pretty damn dominant. And I was like, yeah, I love all those things. And as the weeks progress, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Pittsburgh and I'm thinking about Le'Veon Bell and Brown and Big Ben and goddamn little receivers, Eli Rogers over there in the slot going to town, Coach Sammy. And I feel like those, I'm talking about the three best players on the game are on Pittsburgh's offense. I know Big Ben hasn't been the best, but I just feel like this playoff football, they're going to let Le'Veon Bell run wild, throw a bunch of check down screens to the man and get him going. And then I just liked what I saw from the Steelers defense last week. All the players seem to be healthy. Dupree, Shazier, Tuitt. The team's greedy. They want to get to 7. They want to really leave everybody in the dust. And I'm kind of feeling more of a Pittsburgh. I'm feeling Pittsburgh vibes right now. So I'm going Pittsburgh.
I'm leaning Pittsburgh as well. It's more of a prove it to me KC. I know KC's a damn fine team. Probably better top to bottom than the Steelers. But I just got to go. I like the Steelers D right now. I obviously like their offense, even though the only thing that worries me is Big Ben's been playing kind of shitty recently.
He is not playing the best, but he's Big Ben. He's a goddamn 2-time Super Bowl winner and 2-time rapist. He
allegedly won those Super Bowls.
I think I know why he wins the Super Bowls. Unfortunately, he's goddamn rapist. Every year he rapes, he wins. I wonder if there's a correlation between that. Anyways,
we should delve into that.
We need to delve into that because there could be something there. But
Kyle's gonna love this segment.
My guy's gonna love it. So I don't know. I just honestly feel more comfortable with them. I feel more comfortable trusting the Big Ben and his being there and his he's been in this situation before. Tomlin I like a lot. And Reed, I like him as well, but I just feel like when Kansas City gets these points the past couple of years, they've just been blowing the big dud. So it's like, show me what you got, but I'm just going to trust in the Steelers.
I also refuse to be – I do not want to be in a situation where I have money on Kansas City and I'm watching Andy Reid just butt-fuck the clock management. I can't watch that anymore. I can't do it. I won't do it.
I won't do it, and I will not allow our money to go down the drains like that. Watching that motherfucker ruin everything.
I also
and it was like we were talking about earlier. You were saying, how many points does Kansas City score? And if Tyreek Hill doesn't bust off a 60-yard run, then which he can't do that every week, and that's gonna and that's been a large part of their offense this past 4 or 5 games. Just don't see it. Just don't feel it.
I want Tomlin to win and do a. Are you whistling?
Yes, whistling.
All right. We're gonna. You're getting tested after this.
Yeah.
It's like a boxing match. We test you immediately after the picks.
About that.
So I hope Tomlin wins and grabs the mic and just tells Terry Bradshaw he's a moron.
Terry Bradshaw is a moron. He asked my aunt out on a date one time in Louisiana, and my grandfather said, "Fuck no, go slut off."
He was also the backup to the main guy in Duck Dynasty.
Yes, he was. What school was that?
Louisiana Tech.
Tech. That's right.
Fantastic school.
Fantastic school. Lovely school. Wonderful place. Great president. All right. Are we going on to the next game?
Yes, we are finally here. It's been
Done.
a long time since you guys have been in the playoffs. Kind of. Not really. So the Packers are 4.5 point underdogs in Dallas.
Yes, it's going to be a fantastic game. This is what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hedging my happiness. Green Bay Packers plus 4.5. Hopefully the Cowboys win by 3 points, and I win both bets. And even if the Cowboys lose, I won money on Green Bay. It's the best, if I'm going to be sad, you might as well give me money so I can go off and do something and be happy about it. That's how I think about this.
For a guy who's always so gauged up, who's always so riled up about the Cowboys, you sound awfully mellow. Is that fear?
That's not fear. That's exciting. I'm trying to be excited. You told me before we got on the air today, you go, for the love of God, can you just rev it down a little bit when we talk about the Cowboys? It's hard
I never
to hear
said
you.
That.
Yeah, you go, it's hard to hear you. Our listeners are having trouble understanding what you're saying. You're just rambling about Dallas Cowboys and not even saying any true facts about it. So I'm trying to bring that in. I'm trying to utilize that. I'm trying to, take the note that you gave me and apply it here on the show today. I think I'm doing a good job.
I went and looked. I did a little gander at Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. 8-6
Horrible.
record, 6 losses, but in those losses, his team gave up an average of 35 points.
I believe that we can score 35 on that D.
31 touchdowns to 8 picks.
That's pretty damn good. He's thrown 19 touchdowns in the last 3 games and 0 interceptions. That's pretty insane. And 19 touchdowns in the last 7 games. That's what it is. He's an awesome quarterback. Of course it's scary. He's fucking red hot. He's won 7 or 8 in a row. Hasn't thrown an interception in this win streak. He looks scary and pissed, and we don't really have a pass rush. And, I mean, if he sits back there for 15 seconds to throw, we're absolutely completely fucked. So that's scary. On the good side is their cornerbacks are not so good. And they're rusty. We rushed for 150 yards plus last time. If we can just control the clock, we need to have the greatest amount of time possession play ever in the history of the game, just so we sit Aaron on the sidelines. He's got to watch us continually run it, throwing dink and dunks, converting our 3rd and 3s, and Aaron just sits there and he gets cold. His arm gets cold, and his mind starts thinking about why his family hates him. He starts thinking about his relationship with what's-her-face, that actress, and he's like, is it working? And then he's like, what the hell? I'm not even thinking about the football game anymore. I need to get back. But as long as we get him out of the game and on the sideline where his mind is free to wander to think about whatever it is, that's the key, Spencer. That's what I was talking about with my good friend Rod Marianelli last week, and that's what he was, telling me.
Did he tell you that defense is ready to get torched on national television?
No, he said that all year long. People have been talking shit about his defense, and he thinks he's done a solid job putting them together and keeping them very active. And he likes the progress that he's made with like Malik Collins, your Nebraska boy, with Irving. He likes what he's seeing from Anthony Brown, 6th-round draft pick. We got Mo Claiborne coming back this week. DeMarcus Lawrence is coming back this week, so we get another couple of pieces that we haven't had. Sean Lee's never played in a playoff game before, so he is extremely jacked for this. It's his first time. He's going to be taking in a lot of emotion. He's going to be exuding it. He's going to let that defense feel it. If we go down early, you can bet your bottom dollar he's going to get in everybody's faces. He's going to chew their assholes out, chew their hearts out, spit it in their mouths. And they're going to fucking totally revamp themselves. So I'm excited. Hitchens has been texting me lately the past couple of days. He says he wants a sack so much. Crawford as well. They all understand the type of player Aaron Rodgers is. They understand that Green Bay's passing Pass blocking is one of the best in the league, so they understand the challenges that are waiting for them, that are ahead of them, but they feel confident. They feel confident in their offense and the game plan. They know that they don't think they're going to have to be out there a long time. If it turns into a shootout, they know what they've got to do. They got to make 1 or 2 turnovers, somebody get a sack, somebody get a fumble. I'm looking at my boy Irving, somebody get a pick. I'm looking at Brown, I'm looking at Claiborne. Heath is going to be over the middle coming in, doing what he's got to do to break some people in half. So that's the game plan. That's the mentality. That's what we're feeling down there in Dallas. Dez is super excited. He's healthy. He's ready to go. Caught 300 balls today in practice after the practice was over. Apparently, I heard that from my boy Ed. Worder. So we're we're really ready to go, baby.
Yeah. My opinion, if this game gets into a shootout, Dallas will lose.
Of course. We can't let it get to a shootout.
So this is the classic mother hen game. This is where Jason Garrett comes out and just sits on that clock and that 3-point lead and just hopes for the best in that regard. Now,
I
I
need him to do that. I need him to do that. I don't need him being crazy. I mean, I need us methodically wasting the clock and scoring points.
If this game, the way I would like for this game to play out is a tie ball game late in the fourth. Dak Prescott gets injured, and Tony Romo comes in and throws a nice pick six to lose the game. And everyone in Dallas goes back to hating Romo.
Oh my God, that would be the worst case scenario of all time.
That or a Dez Bryant drop touchdown. Those are my two premier.
Oh God, both completely classic, and it happens so much. It's so sad because it can totally happen. Oh no. Please, why would you say such horrible things? Oh no.
So how are you going to get ready for the game on Sunday?
I'm going over to my boy Lance's place. You know him. He's throwing a gigantic barbecue, making all the special ribs. He has all the special spices and his barbecue sauces. He's an award-winning barbecuer from Texas, and he's won many awards, one of my good friends. And I'll be there at 10 o'clock watching the first game, getting ready, taking shots. So by the time 1:30 comes around, my energy level is going to be fucking 300% out of 100. I'm going to be going through the roof. I'm going to have all the memorabilia. I'm going to have all the jerseys. I'm going to have all the stuff. I'm going to have all the chants hung up on walls so I can start a chant and everybody will understand and sing it with me, even though we have no chants yet. It's going to be crazy. I'm getting piñatas in there. I'm getting all the different piñatas in the world. So whenever I get frustrated or extremely happy, I have something to break and to hit.
So who are you taking in this game? You taking the Packers plus 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5 Packers.
It's tough not to take the points with Aaron Rodgers. That's what I would advise, but I would not be shocked if the Cowboys win this game.
No, of course not. Absolutely not. We're the number, 13-3 for a reason. We've been doing this to people all year long. They don't have the defense that the New York Giants have that can really stop what we like to do. Thank the Lord. So, I feel like if the Giants would have won, we really would have to worry about their defense just kind of neutralizing us and Eli getting one play to beat us with Odell Beckham Jr. like we lose 10-7 like we did last time. But I feel like at least with the Packers, I know we have Aaron Rodgers to deal with now, but their defense is not the same, and we are a highly more effective machine against them than the other way around. So it gives me, I like those things. Plus, we went into Lambeau and beat them earlier with a plan. Obviously they're going to change things, and we've changed things, and we have different players now. But this is going to be a good one, Spencer. This is going to be a good one. I'm gonna go all out. You've seen my videos on Facebook of Roatan 2014 divisional game. You saw how fun the adventures were there. This is going to be 10 times that.
I remember it.
It's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it, Andrew Stroud, find me on Facebook. Not the actor one that I haven't updated in 5 years, but the regular guy, that's me. And so come see my video. Laugh, dance with me, sing my songs.
Maybe we'll have to post them on our Snapchat. Get it going.
Oh my God, we have to. It has to be something that we continue.
I'm going to bring my giant chalice over to drink the tears when you guys lose, because that's what I'm hoping for.
What if we drink your tears?
Cowboys. I won't be crying. I'll just be. I don't like either team, but I would actually prefer you guys lose in the next round. That would be more enjoyable.
Biggest, most interesting game. ever. I'm so pumped.
All right. So our picks are as follows. The Falcons will take a dirty South poop on the Seahawks in the Georgia Dome. Take the Patriots, screw the points. It doesn't matter. They're going to throttle them.
Yeah, they're going to kill them.
Steelers and Packers. Packers plus 4.5.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's our picks. I love them. We're putting our parlay in now, people.
And we'll be back Monday for either a super excited Andrew or a sad, tearful Andrew.
Ooh, I'm either me crying or crying. Either way, I'll cry.
Yeah, you're going to cry for happiness or sadness?
Cry. Yeah, or super sadness.
All right. Make sure to go on iTunes, rate, and review us. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to throw in? Anything else going on besides the rain?
No, it's just a rainy day. Watching The Magicians on Netflix. Not bad, guys. Not bad.
Solid show. I like that show.
Yeah, I read all three. There's a book series. It's amazing. I highly recommend it from my Andrew Stroud book club. It's called The Magicians. It's 3 of them. It's fucking amazing. The last book is fucking insane carnage. And there's a show on Sci-Fi. Season 1 out on Netflix. Season 2 coming out January 25th. Get your recording on, people.
Which is shocking because usually sci-fi shows are terrible.
Horrible.
It is the one sci-fi show I'm like, this isn't so bad.
No, it's really not. Usually the sci-fi shows I see is like giant croc versus half anaconda, half monkey, fucking zebra stripe
with horrendous CGI.
Horrible. The worst CGI you've ever seen.
All right. Well, yeah, I think that's it. Make sure to go on iTunes, rate and review us. Tell us how awesome we are. Go put down some bets.
Put down some bets. Look at the Chargers' new logo.
Yes, miserable.
Horrible.
All right. We're out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.